is my longer version of conversation with Dimitri Popolov about understanding what his background is and how he's tying this into the workshop. And I am having such better in-depth conversations. So as the longer version, if this is listened to, Dimitri, show me what you were saying about the different lines, the extending of the line through you out, right? And then the book that you were talking about. Let's have that conversation.
Sure. So this exploration started obviously with Moshe Feldenkrais' own lessons, and we can talk about SLN number one. It's all about cardinal lines, the line of the spine, and then four more lines for the limbs. And I find this very powerful way of working because, to start with, it's kind of an inventory of our self-image. Somewhere along the line, everyone will find their own spot of interest or areas of interest. Dennis Leary was building on this as well, but he was moving. There was more movement of the lines. So okay, from static lines we go into lines in motion. But then this idea of lines going out, extending beyond our fingertips, beyond our toes, was very powerful. And accidentally or not accidentally, this is what my Aikido teacher was teaching. Basically, okay, we point and we extend this. And this is, to translate back into Feldenkrais terms, this is now activation of our teleceptors in coordination with our entire cells. So how we achieve that orientation towards a price tag in a supermarket, or we have a yard sale. Oh my goodness, I always wanted that. It's like and look at that, like we all organize.
Or a fruit hanging from a tree, right? The
Hmm.
reaching and extending yourself.
Yes, yes, and the same goes for walking, because we're reaching with our leg, but not with our leg, with our entire cells, and then we still use our teleceptors. That's peripheral vision then. So the
Show us the book. Show us the book that you
uh,
have,
oh yeah, that's quite old. I got it on eBay.
right?
Yeah.
And Leah Bartal, and I had met her at Moshe's flat.
Oh
He
wow.
he admired her work so much. So can you tell us about what she talked about with the shoulders and how that was with Aikido and your history, your background with that?
Yeah. So they have this image somewhere in the book. This is not like very prominent there, but they do speak about extending the cardinal line of the spine infinitely. And then, yes, yes, yes. And then they talk about extending the line of the shoulders also infinitely, like a cross shape, something like this. And this is what moves. This is the image that moves. And again, as a parallel or something that resonated with me, in Aikido, when you're being held by the shoulders, if your feeling stops there at the shoulders, this is it, you're stuck, you can't move. However, extending that in your mind infinitely allows you to move somehow. How exactly? This is where spontaneity bit comes into play. There are no recipes. There's each split moment is different from any other, and each person is different. But those extended lines allow us to move with spontaneity, with creativity, and achieve our results. Like, like getting those, I don't know, fruits from a grocery store, or from a low hanging and maybe not low hanging fruits even.
Yeah. You know, I remember Ruthie Alon lived in a small village outside of Jerusalem, and she had a giant mulberry tree
Mm,
in back of her property. And she used to show us how, I wish you could see how I'm doing this, but
mm,
she would
mm.
show us the extension all the way through the hand to take the body to reach to the mulberry and then bring it to the mouth. Because the action of reaching with your whole being and bringing to your mouth is some of the most meaningful actions.
How does intention get formed? This is where your teleceptors are kind of ahead of you. They already have done their job to create that image. Because, okay, if you don't have an image, then what are you reaching for? Right? Like this is off. But this is where, if that extended line, that infinite line that reaches the mulberry tree, and then, okay, we can work on better organization. But first comes intention.
But you know what I love that you had said before, and I want that in this recording, is you said the most important is the reaching through, the connecting to
Mhm.
in those cardinal lines, or just the reaching through, the connecting through the teleceptors in that way. Then the rest, how your body organizes itself, is individual to you. But the most important is that connecting to.
And this can be improved as well, because as we work through primary image and we extend, most people will find some darker spots or segments of those lines that they didn't even know they had. And this is where your self-image is kind of incomplete, but that's a self-image that's going out, that is connected with your environment, uh, bigger than the body in a way.
The body. And when we know that, there's so much safety.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I remember one of my kind of ATM students, she shared that, being in Canada, right? Ice, slipping, falling easy, but that was somehow a safer fall.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
So it's okay to fall if you don't hurt yourself. So even that, and that's probably the most spontaneous motion that can be. So if there's still this reaching out and bigger kind of feeling and interaction with your environment still, then somehow you pick yourself up and you're still yourself, no parts left on the ground.
Beautiful, Dimitri. Your workshop is going to be phenomenal. This is so important, and having this discussion that I haven't heard before or much of in our group. So thank you for what you're bringing to the conference and what you're offering and your very important insights and how you'll teach it.
Oh, you're very, very welcome. Thank you very much.